Good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the London Bulldogs. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the London Bulldogs. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. This complete to Martin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Mayfield on play action. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mayfield now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Black. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On 1st down, Harding, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, is he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. throwing to start the drive. Winters, and the catch made by Walters. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. On 3rd and 2, Winters. Over the middle, it's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Winters. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And it's complete to Martin. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Harding, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first down, Winters. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And his throw is incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely
A lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up, get the defense to react.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
To throw, Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
1st down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. And Martin's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mayfield now, 9 of 11 passing in this 1st half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 3. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. A final shot before break. Winters. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Back to throw. Winters is throw caught right around the 6. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. The point after through the raindrops up and good.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harding. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. It's caught. Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half. And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 3rd down. departing. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw on second down. Winters nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They needed 15. They got 16 and a first down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down. Winters. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Winters. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight?
They'll run on 1st down. Harding, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mayfield now pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
To try again after the sack. Mayfield. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mayfield looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have...
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Harding, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. This is caught inside the 15.
We got this.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the